Did you know that Elon Musk has made a crazy forecast about the price of Tesla stock? Well, many people think that Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, just says whatever comes to mind to stir up controversy. Others think that occasionally his statements are worthwhile. To learn more about this, stay watching and tuning in. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, is well known for making contentious remarks. Most people think he does this to make headlines and draw attention to himself and Tesla as a result. There's no denying that, if accurate, that is a quick and simple method for Tesla to get traction. If it's accurate, then that right there is an excellent and cost-free marketing tactic. You can see Elon Musk's wild forecast for Tesla shares in today's video. It is noteworthy that Tesla's CEO Elon Musk instructed his senior team to stop hiring new employees and make employment cuts in an internal email at the beginning of June. Yeah. A few days later, a follow-up email clarified that the job losses would only apply to salaried staff, which includes managerial and supervisory positions, according to a report by Reuters. Still, what might Musk's wild forecast for Tesla stock really be about? Experts predict that Tesla will face both favorable and unfavorable circumstances in 2022. The Starlink project, China's aggressive output, and the recently constructed plants in Austin and Berlin are all positive elements. Elon Musk has been working on the Starlink project for the past few years with the goal of using a network of private satellites in orbit to bring internet access to even the most remote areas of the planet. In 2021, it accelerated, and Starlink can today take pride in having more than 2,000 satellites. Musk said in a tweet that the Starlink IPO would be advantageous to Tesla stockholders. Additionally, Tesla overcame shortages of semiconductors by updating its firmware and substituting chips. Due to this, Tesla was able to manage manufacturing far more effectively than the majority of manufacturers. This has shown to be quite beneficial when the COVID-19 lockout caused problems with the industry supply chain. China is a significant market for both Tesla and AVs in general. Estimates indicate that in 2022, 40 of the EV makers' deliveries will come from China, and if the country's market is managed well, this will add close to 400 to the share price of the company. It might indicate a strong windfall for Tesla. Lastly, gigafactories in Austin and Berlin could open in 2022, which could significantly increase output. It will expand Tesla's reach throughout the world and enable it to generate 2 million units a year instead of the current 1 million. Conversely, adverse projection elements encompass rivalry, loan terms, and further financial aspects, along with rules, charges, and penalties. Even while Tesla is without a doubt the market leader for electric vehicles globally, a number of rivals are lining up to challenge Tesla. Furthermore, Tesla's projection for 2020 may be impacted by worries that rising interest rates and the Fed's announcement of bond reduction may cause retail investors to book profits in high-growth companies and move toward less costly ones. Regulators have not been kind of Tesla lately, which could spell issues for the business in 2022. Given that many Americans disagree with China's objectives and that increasing regulatory inspection, to put it mildly, has an adverse effect on cash flow and production efficiency, there may be a number of fines and fees associated with Tesla's development ambitions, for example, possible monitoring. Tesla did, however, publish earnings in April, and the majority of the figures exceeded projections. Due to the stock's strong demand throughout the world and the sharp increase in oil prices, the majority of experts are bullish about it. Additionally, Tesla has handled the lack of chips better than most of its rivals. Finally, the opening of the new gigafactory in Berlin strengthens Tesla's capacity for engineering and production. Tesla released its financial figures for the first quarter of the 2022 fiscal year on April 20. By the conclusion of the first quarter, total revenues had reached $18.76 billion, which translated into an 81 year-over-year increase in the company's top-line performance. With $16.86 billion in sales, automobiles continued to make up the majority of this amount, an 87% rise over the same period last year. In 2021, Tesla's operating margins increased by 1,349 basis points to 19.2%, while its GAAP gross margin increased by 779 basis points to a percentage of $3.32 billion. Tesla's GAAP net income represented a 658 year-over-year rise. On the same time period, earnings per share increased 246 to $3.22. The corporation generated $2.23 billion in free cash flows throughout the same time period, and at the conclusion of the same year, its total cash equivalents and marketable securities were $18.01 billion. The company's long-term debt and financial leases totaled $3 15 cents billion, $66.04 billion in total assets were present, of which 126 cents billion dollar was in Bitcoin. Turning to a 2011 Tesla memo that was leaked to investors. Musk stated, second place should need a telescope to see us. This demonstrates how Tesla has been in the lead in EV manufacturing since 2011 and how the other EV manufacturers are well behind them. The CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, was asked in a 2013 interview with American educator and founder of Khan Academy, Salman Khan, where he believes the electric vehicle EV market would be in 5 to 10 years, and what gave the now leading EV car maker leader the confidence to pursue this enterprise. Approximately $6 billion was Tesla's market capitalization at the time of the interview. Elon Musk responded to Khan's query by saying, with Tesla, the goal is to try to accelerate the advent of sustainable transport. Musk revealed that, in his opinion, it will still occur. We have an unpriced externality in the price of gasoline, he declared. We factored in the negative environmental consequences of CO2 in the atmosphere and oceans, which interfere with the regular workings of market forces. Thus, Tesla aims to serve as a catalyst, quickening the regular forces that would otherwise cause a typical market reaction. Do you believe Tesla's goal of switching the auto industry to electric vehicles can be accomplished? Please leave your comments in the space provided below. According to Musk, they're aiming to set things in motion and bring it about in 10 years. He continued, for that reason, Tesla is making electric cars and not any other kind of car. He said at the time that they supply Toyota and Mercedes with powertrains and that they intended to do the same for other automakers in the future. As to his statement, the objective is to expedite the manufacturing of electric automobiles. Elon and Tesla set out to hasten the automobile sector's shift to electric vehicles as early as 2013. He stated, our goal is not just to become a big brand or compete with Honda Civic, but rather to advance the cause of electric vehicles. Musk stated that until the industry is entirely electric, they would merely keep producing more and more electric vehicles while bringing down their price. The CEO of Tesla responded, I made a bet with someone that it would be sooner than 20 years. So it's 17 years from now. When Salman questioned Elon about when he anticipated that half or all cars will be electric. However, that seems conservative to me. It's probably around 13 or 14 years old, in my opinion. The moment when we travel to Mars, this kind of prognosis in 2013 would be considered quite crazy. In 13 or 14 years from 2013, that would be approximately 2027 or 2028. It remains to be seen whether Elon Musk was correct in his prognosis, despite the fact that some people may still think it is absurd today. Adoption of new technologies typically follows an S-curve. According to Elon Musk, this frequently results in individuals underestimating at first, since they have a tendency to extrapolate in a straight line. He went on, they'll overestimate it a little bit at the halfway point, and because they're late adopters, it will indeed take longer than people anticipate at that point, but far less time than they anticipate at the outset. However, I'm rather happy with how things are developing. Actually, I believe that energy storage technology is advancing more quickly than most people realize. Despite Tesla's impressive track record in the sector, it's impossible to predict what the company's future holds, considering the company's performance in the stock market. Investors are torn between selling and holding their stocks these days. Those that are still bullish have ridiculous price projections for Tesla in the future. The lesson for investors is that, at least initially, Tesla stock may face challenging times. Even though Tesla stock has already dropped more than 30 this year, conventional measures still place them at a premium. Based on earnings during the previous 12 months, the stock's price to earnings ratio stays close to 100. That suggests that investors anticipate substantial growth for a leader in a rapidly expanding industry over the next few years, given that the company has stated that it anticipates 50 volume growth over the next few years. Those growth projections would seem to be realistic. But if Musk's forecast of a slowing economy comes to pass, the latest events may point to a certain amount of a slowdown in that growth. There might be a significant effect on Tesla's share price. Long-term investors shouldn't be too bothered by this, but for those wishing to start or expand their positions, there may soon be better possibilities available for Tesla shares at a cheaper price. Don't forget to check out our other videos on our channel.